Juniors, welcome to the college research process. The counselors are excited to join students in this journey and are looking forward to meeting with students individually over the next few months. In this video, we will provide students and families with a brief Naviance tutorial. As always, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out to your counselor. So first, how to log into Naviance. So go to the San Marino High School homepage. And then under Students, you're going to see a link to Naviance Family Connection. This is where you will be logging in. You will see it will ask you for a username and password. This is not where you will be logging in, and this is different from what you learned earlier this fall. So things have changed with the Naviance login, so just be aware of that. What you're going to do is go down to the bottom right where it says Log In with Clever. Click there. Then you're going to search for your school. Just type in San Marino High School. And then it will say Login with Google. Click there. And then you are going to log in to your San Marino High School email using your San Marino High School email password. Okay, so now you will be logged in to your Naviance account. This is our student, Heather Huntington, so we're just using her as an example. The first thing we want to show you is how to find the brag sheet. So you're going to go up to About Me, and then Home, and then scroll down, and right there on the left you are going to see a link to the SMHS student brag sheet. The brag sheet is a questionnaire that we ask you to have completed by your senior meeting in the fall. As you'll see, it asks you a variety of questions about yourself, your interests, your academic experiences, how a friend or a teacher would describe you. We use this brag sheet for a few different reasons. First of all, it really helps your counselor when they are writing your letter of recommendation. Also, a lot of these questions are very similar to questions you will be asked on college applications. So you're actually getting a jump on starting that process and doing that thinking and that research about what you want in terms of a college and your interests. When you are filling out the brag sheet, make sure to save it often. It will automatically log you out after an hour if you haven't saved. So make sure you're saving your work so you don't lose it. Also, just be aware, you do not need to fill in the entire box. For a lot of these questions, it's just a short, maybe one word or one sentence answer. So don't feel obligated to fill in the entire box. So next, we are going to show you how to search for a college. So first you're going to go to College Home, and then if you're looking for, I know in the fall, Mrs. Mutia showed you the super match process, and this is how you can, it's like a search engine. You put in the criteria that you're interested in terms of a college, like location, majors offered, size, etc. And the super match will then come up with a list of colleges that match those criteria. So you should or you may still have your search saved from what you did in the classroom. So just remember, this is a really great resource for you in terms of finding colleges. But if you want to search for an individual college, you're going to go back to the college homepage and then type the college's name into the search bar. We're going to try Loyola Marymount. Then the college will come up. You click on it. And then you'll see general information. There's a link to the college's website, acceptance rate, graduation rate. You'll see that little heart at the top. When you click it, so it's filled in like that, it will add the college to your college's I'm thinking about list. It's kind of like your favorites list or your wish list. These are not necessarily the colleges that you know you're going to apply to, but they are the colleges that you are interested in. And so you can come back to that list and keep it as a running list of what you're interested in. So if we go back to LMU, you will see, you can scroll down a little bit and then you'll see information about test score and GPA ranges. Not all colleges will release their average GPAs, but where the really interesting information is up at the top. If you're going to click on admissions, this will take you to the scattergrams. So what this is data specific to San Marino High School. So this chart or this graph shows you information about students from the last 10 years or so who have applied to LMU and what the average test score and GPA was for students who were accepted. So that dotted line shows you the average, and so it's about a 3.7 GPA and a 1300 SAT. You can also click over to change it to ACT if that's the test that you are taking. So once you see this, you'll see the check boxes, the checks, the green checks are students who are accepted, the blue circles are waitlist, and the X's are deny. So once you have a test score in our system, some of you may have already taken an SAT or an ACT, but many of you haven't. But once you do have a test score, you're going to see a little blue icon, a little blue person here that will show you where you specifically land on the chart. So in this sense, you can get an idea of where you fall in terms of this college's selectivity. If you're out here with, above where the average is, your test score and GPA is higher than the average, that tells you that it's somewhat of a safety school for you. If you're right around the average where everyone is kind of clustered, that's going to tell you it's a target or a match. If you are below, then that is a reach school for you. Now, please do, if you have any questions about your list and where a college falls, just talk to your counselor. When you're putting together your college list, it is important that it's a balanced list. You want to have the majority of your colleges be in the target or match range, and then a few reaches and a few safeties. As long as you have a balanced list, at the end of the day, you will have options, and that's what we want for everybody. Okay. So finally, we want to show you how to register for upcoming workshops. So go back to the college's homepage, scroll down, and at the bottom you'll see a calendar. Click Show More, and you'll see the workshops that we have coming up. Right now we have the college interview do's and don'ts, the mock interviews. You can register for these just by clicking Register Now. We will have more and more workshops being scheduled for the rest of the spring, so make sure you're keeping your eye on this list. And then next fall, in the senior year, we will have admissions representatives from almost 100 different colleges who will be here meeting with students, and this is also where you're going to be signing up for those visits. So that's our brief Naviance tutorial. We hope you found this informative. Students, we look forward to supporting you through this journey.